G'day guys. G'day guys, welcome to Rum's Fish Room. So let's do a video about the chicks. You might hear my voice. I'm actually still pretty crook. Shit went from bad to worse when I spoke to you guys. You wouldn't actually believe it. 3 hours after I made that last video, I got gastro. So I had gastro all Friday night, and it's like it made the cold come back worse. Anyway, I'm not here to complain. I want to show you guys what I've done. So, some chicks hatched. A lot of chicks hatched, and a lot of chicks passed away, unfortunately. I want to blame myself, but I don't. I don't know. I used the same setup as my chickens that I own, you know, my big chickens. It's an old reptile heat mat with some tiles on the floor, and like sandwich the heat mat between tiles. I was using an Inkbird aquarium controller, which maxes out at 35, and the chicks need 35, so it was going from 34.5 to 35, like that was the tolerance. In hindsight, I maybe should have pulled one of the reptiles ones off, put it out there, and then put the aquarium one for the reptiles. The Stimson doesn't even hang out on the bloody heat rope anyway. Anyway, so I'm not gonna blame anyone but myself, but yeah, I lost a shitload of chicks, and last night I raced to the shops and I got a new ceramic heater. The sad thing about that is it cost me like $150, and it's still not what I'm going to keep. I'm going to buy the proper chick brooding trays. They're like $100 each. I was thinking about buying the $100 each ones and getting a few of the smaller ones, because that way I can separate them if I need, whereas instead of buying a big one. Anyway, I'm kind of taking this as a bit of a reset from here on in. Let's just start again. So I am building a new incubator. If you didn't know that, excuse the mess. Everyone's got a spare room like this, don't they? So I've got a Inkbird humidity controller, and then I've got a humidifier. That's also Inkbird, surprisingly. So right now this should be sending out steam. We're chasing 45. That's on 36, so that's running. I've come home. This dries out, so I fill that with water, and it only lasts a day. And like literally filled it yesterday, and come home today, and it's dry. So this has dropped from 45 down to 37. It runs beautifully at temperature when that's full, but it's not enough water for me. And then I max out that tray, which is less than a day. If I put water in the other two trays, the humidity goes through the roof. So the plan with this is, I plan on running this on the incubator I'm going to build. So if I didn't show you, basically I had that tray full, and I started drilling more holes in it, because from my research, this box didn't have enough ventilation. I kind of want to do a temp check on the eggs. One thing these cheap incubators are bad for is they actually the heat element dies in them, which leads me to my next part. Right here I've got a 180 watt heat cord. This thing is no joke. This thing is huge. This thing will suffice for probably an incubator up to like 400 eggs. Anyway, so we've got heat. I've ordered the correct thermostat for that. Man, it was expensive. There's like a pulse thermometer. what are these called? Controller or whatever. So the Inkbird ones, the temperature ones, it'll go like up to temperature, and even if you set it nice and close, it'll still drop like 2 degrees and then come back. The one I'm getting is apparently best for the incubator, but it costs more than my house, to be honest. That should be here Friday. I actually ordered 2 of them, so I've got one for the chicks and one for the new incubator. So the plan is heat, moisture, and then I'm actually going to save the egg turners out of this incubator. So I'll probably pull this apart, and I might even use the monitors out of that. There's no harm in having spare temperature, and if we can read temperature, humidity there, and then read temperature, humidity here, and then I've been using these. Where is it? You can't go wrong with it analog. Well, actually, I think they're not that reliable, but anyway, reptile fogger instructions. So that fogger must take a minute. It's not come up yet. Hopefully it's going to be adequate for what I want. It's only 20 watts. Do not use extremely cold water. No shit. Can run continuously for 7 to 12 hours after being filled with water. Be interesting to see how long it lasts like this. There's always the option of creating a reservoir for it and all that sort of jazz. Obviously, I want to build an incubator. I pretty much want to hard mount this on the incubator. I'll even glue it to the top of it or something. There's only 2 dozen eggs in there at the moment. I'm a little bit disheartened to buy more at the minute after what happened. One thing that I might gather from this is it might turn into a bit of a seasonal thing. If I run all summer and we like dial it in, like, you know, I like to dial shit in. We're going to get this right. If it gets to the end of summer and the next winter, if production starts to die off, I'm not going to push it, you know. It might just be like a 6-monthly thing. The other thing I'm thinking about doing, Mrs. wants silky bantams. I'm honestly thinking I've got my chooks out the back, which would be my egg layers, and then have the silkies in a tractor, and you can get, even if you don't have a roo, you can buy eggs and you can actually get the hens to sit on the eggs, which is pretty cool. The chicken eggs. I've been watching a guy do that on YouTube. Can't remember the YouTube channel name. I'd give it a shout out if I did, but it's an American channel. I can't remember. But yeah, anyway, if you're interested to know how this humidity controller and shit goes, drop a comment. I'm interested to know. I'm just worried that it won't have the tolerance to hold it within that sort of 3%. It's set on 5% at the moment, which means it'll probably go between 40 and 45. I'll probably set it between 3%. I might bump it up to 48, I don't know. But yeah, it's just going to take time playing with it. I might pull one of these snake ones off now that we're talking about it. Don't know. No, I better not. I better leave the snakes as is. All the thermostats are like cable tied in there and shit. Nah, I'll leave the snakes. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up there. Hopefully I feel well enough to start getting stuck into videos. I feel like 70% today. Hopefully this is the end of this sickness bullshit. But anyway guys, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe for more, hit that little red button. Not that there's much to subscribe for lately, but I promise it will pick up soon. Peace out.